I made my own like butter chicken pasta thing, and it was pretty much better than Olive Garden.
Suck it, Olive Garden! Steve has you beat! Almost out of water.
Oh, go get water.
Hi, I'm Ryan.
And I'm Steven. This is 60 Cycle Hum, the guitar buying, selling, trading, modding, fixing, breaking, reviewing, playing podcast.
That intro needs to be on a best of VHS, Steve. That was incredible. The way that our hums collided and merged.
Oh, okay.
That was art. That was art. Later on in this episode, we're going to talk about how to shop for pedals in this modern, confusing age. But before that, we're going to get into an ad that was sent to us by Dr. David Santander. This is for a guitar that is made out of magnesium, which I didn't even know was possible.
Vintage style with a lightweight magnesium body. Vintage style meets with the mesmerizing sound of magnesium. We've sourced the best original parts and paired them with our tone smelter magnesium ST style body to create this unique Vintera styled parts caster. Light yet strong, the magnesium guitar body weighs about the same as an ST style wood electric guitar body. So it has the pleasure to handle both. So it is a pleasure to handle both on and off the stage. The innovative micro arc oxidation MAO finish is a tough, environmentally friendly ceramic-like coating that feels cool and grippy to touch. But the best part is the sound. The magnesium body gives this guitar an incredibly long sustain and a uniquely light bell-like sound. To create the Vintera styling, we sourced an original Fender Modern C-neck roasted maple with a Pal Ferro fingerboard. The mint green Deco Boom pickguard complements the natural beauty of the MAO body. Other features are 2-point trim with vintage style stamped steel saddles and vintage style tuners. Enjoy more tonal variety thanks to an S1 switch, adding the neck pickup, strap locks, and 4-hole micro tilt neck plate in chrome complete the guitar, which we've carefully assembled. Guitar is shipped in a Gator foam electric guitar case. Our parts casters are bespoke, one-off creations. All parts are sourced from reputable dealers selling original branded parts to only $14.50.
Shoot. Yeah, I mean, we see a lot of stuff around here that doesn't make any sense price-wise.
I was ready to just talk so much trash. I mean, I'm still kind of.
I'm a little bit amused that they're so hung up on the Vintera status of it.
Yeah.
Okay, you bought a Vintera neck off of Stratosphere on eBay or something like that.
I figured it was like ordered directly from Fender.
No, I don't.
Do they not sell the Mexican necks?
I'm not sure, but it's I'm betting that they bought it off of eBay or whatever.
I would injure myself on this guitar.
You would injure yourself?
I 100% would.
Because you knock your hand down into that space?
I think I would I would catch my hand on the empty space all the time.
I might, but probably not. I'm pretty precise, guys. I don't know if you know that about me, but I put my hand where it needs to be.
Wow.
There probably is some sort of weirdness with the body.
Can we get confirmation of that?
But I really appreciate the design of this. Like, it honors the lines of a Stratocaster. It honors the ergonomics of a Stratocaster. It gives you that armrest. It even gives you the belly cut. You can see in photos of the back that there's a belly cut on that extension there. And it also shows off the material in a really creative and eye-catching way because it's working with the shapes and the look of a Stratocaster. I think this is a really excellent example of an alternative materials built guitar. I have no idea what magnesium feels like or sounds like as a tone metal.
I know what it looks like when it burns.
Yeah, that's like that's the only thing I know about magnesium is that it burns.
Yeah.
So does this burn, or do we not know enough about magnesium?
It's got that finish that they talk about. And also, I think like magnesium, you have to get it pretty hot for it to burn. It's just that it burns in that very specific,
I mean, if
bright white.
If this guitar ends up in a house fire, what's going to happen?
Oh,
you know,
that's awful.
But what if we just don't understand magnesium as a metal? Maybe this is a different version of magnesium.
I feel like magnesium is magnesium.
But what if they're calling it magnesium, but it's like an alloy that is
it's not magnesium.
A lot more stable? But then, you know, like, I don't know, maybe it's a trade term or something. It probably is just straight magnesium, isn't it?
I feel like it's.
But isn't magnesium pretty dang soft too? Like, aren't you people scrape it with their pocket knives as fire starters and stuff?
Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds like a thing.
I guess I want to know more.
But this is coated. Like this is a finished guitar.
Yeah, but is it that soft? Because my understanding of magnesium that it's a pretty soft metal, but maybe I just don't know that much about magnesium. I'm compelled. I
mean, it could be soft, but not necessarily pliable, right?
If I knew that this was in a local shop, I would drive to go check it out. Not to buy it, just to experience it.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, where is it?
It was in Switzerland.
Who
knows where it is now?
I'm not going to Switzerland to try this guitar. I'm sorry. If I was already there, yeah, I'd probably make the trip.
If this popped up on Reverb and you were at Henning's place, you'd be like, "Sorry, Henning, I got to go to Switzerland."
Yeah, I gotta jump on a train, get to Switzerland right now. Got to see a man about a magnesium guitar. Then I'm gonna buy some chocolate. Gotta get that chocolate. Yeah, I think it's a little funny though that they went with the Ventera neck because a lot of people don't love Palfero.
Yeah,
I'm honestly kind of on the fence about it. I'm fine with the look, but it does have this kind of like very tight grain, waxy sort of feel that I'm not in love with. I've had a few guitars that have it, and they haven't been incredibly exciting to me. At least the fretboard material hasn't. I'd much prefer to have just a maple neck over Palfero.
What's the fretboard that they're using on all the Squires now?
It's not offensive to me either. You know, like it's weird. It's this weird middle ground where it's like, I kind of just don't care about it.
Why aren't you offended?
I should be totally offended
Be
by
more
Palfero.
offended.
I know, right? I don't hate the look of it though. Like it's like a lighter, more tropical hardwood looking take on a rosewood, but it's not rosewood. It doesn't really feel like rosewood at all. But I like this. I like this concept a lot. I feel like this is the sort of thing that we should be seeing with carbon fiber guitars, like these sorts of shapes. Like a lot of times carbon fiber guitars is like, all right.
Right. I wonder if this is actually easier to work with.
Maybe. Well, you think they just pour it into a mold, or you think they shape it out of a block?
That's kind of that would be my guess, is that it's just a mold. But I
don't
really
know.
Looking
at the carves on the edges, I bet this was CNC milled.
What do they do with all that extra? Just junk it?
They put it in a bucket and they put it back in the smelter or something. Can you smell?
Oh,
Can you smell magnesium?
Indian laurel. That's the fretboard that I don't like.
Oh, you hate that laurel, huh?
Laurel is the worst.
Or is it because it's Indian?
Do we know any laurels?
And my wife is Lauren.
Yeah, that's not laurel.
But she's not Indian.
Lauren.
She's American Lauren.
Yeah, not laurel. The wood is laurel, Ryan. Laurel.
I want to know
I know a laurel. She's nice.
Is this style metal only like this coating that they put it on it? Does it only come in this color? Because I'd love to see this in like a bright neon green.
I'd love to see this in the black 3.0.
Yeah, you want to see everything in black 3.0.
That's true. Or the pinkest pink.
Or the pinkest pink. You know what? The pinkest pink would look great on this. I want a maple fretboard neck though. I don't care if it's Ventera. It's just, maple fretboard on this. Bright neon color on the body. And everything else, leave it the same. I'm into it.
I just can't get past the whole gap in the body. I
know, I like it.
I wonder how much weight that...
You probably want there to be a fish tank in there, huh? Like the last episode.
I just want it to be like a uniform top.
All right.
I appreciate the shape. The way that the hole is makes me think of like an 80s art piece version of a Stratocaster. Like this is what a
I kind of like it though.
This is what a Stratocaster would have looked like in the Take On Me music video.
What if they, okay, what about this, Steve? What if they did like a truss art thing and there was a piece of like corrugated metal in there, like, or stamped out metal with holes in it to give you somewhere for your hand to hit?
Yeah.
But like a grid or a grate.
Yeah, I could do that.
But it's
I'd be
smooth.
okay with that.
Yeah. Or what if it was like a piece of acrylic rested in there?
I kind of like the idea of it just being acrylic, but it probably is a lot more work. I guess if they've screwed the pick guard into it, they could have recessed the...
Like not a whole chunk of acrylic, just like a sheet of acrylic, you know, just resting inside there.
Yeah, like I'm fine with the hollowness on the back.
Okay.
Like it's not the hollow part, it's just the fact that I feel
that your hand would get mangled in there.
If I'm strumming, there's no way I'm not going to idiot myself into hitting the pick completely off of the pick guard.
Think about it this way, Steve, though. Like, what if you end up resting your thumb there and getting into some sort of wild new finger style that you didn't know was inside of you?
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Suddenly, you're finger style guitarist because of this magnesium guitar.
I wouldn't be a finger style guitarist. I'd be playing the guitar like a bass, which I already do.
Are you a guitarist that plays guitar like a bass?
Yeah, people complain. Like people used to complain that oh, you don't want to be a bass player who plays the bass like it's a guitar. And I feel like there have been times where people are like, "Yeah, you are a bass player, aren't you?"
Look at you go! You're a bass boy over here.
Oh wow, you're really good at those root power chords.
Nothing wrong with a root power chord.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with them.
Come on. Why are you
people are
trashing on
me.
root power chords, Steve?
Root.
Come on.
The Roots
Green Day would like to have a word with you.
I know,
sir.
51-year-old Billy Joe Armstrong would like to have a word with me.
I don't know. I think it looks cool. The price is the price on this one. I couldn't say whether it's a good price or a bad price. What are Ventura Strats? Or aren't they like?
I think this is
1,100, 1,200.
Yeah, I think this is a good price.
I think it's a good price.
I expected this to be like 25 plus.
Well, it's $1,450 plus $250 shipping, so it's not like it's cheap, but you're buying into a very unique body. And
this is in Switzerland, so you know it's precision built.
It's precision built, and it goes great with chocolate, and you can take it skiing.
Yeah.
That's everything I know.
That's all you need to know.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel fine about the price. I wonder what they would charge to just sell the body. That's what I want to know. Because I think if they just sold the bodies as a project starter, I think a lot of people would be very compelled by this. Like the aluminum neck gang that's out there. I think they would want
aluminum neck, magnesium body.
They'd want in on this.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What's next, Steve?
Housekeeping.
Housekeeping.
If you want to support the show, head on over to patreon.com/60cyclehumcast, where for as little as $1 a month, you can support the making of this program and a lot of the other things that happen that surround this program.
We use that money to buy video equipment, lights, cameras, action. we use it to buy food on podcasting night, so we don't have to cook a meal here.
In about a month or
somewhere around there.
In the next 4 to 6 weeks, because I can't remember, we're going to be using Patreon money to buy Whataburger.
We're going to buy Whataburger in the Dallas
International Airport.
Yeah.
Provided that we get on the train that is going the correct direction.
Yeah. Well, last time we went the wrong direction, and then we went around twice trying to figure out.
We didn't go around twice. It just took a long time.
It took a long time.
It took a very long time.
And then we ordered the Whataburger.
And then they told me, well, do you want to eat or do you want to get on the plane?
Steve had to hold the door with his foot because I was waiting to get the food, and then I ran to the plane.
It was a little awkward.
Yeah, the stewardess was a little angry at us, but we got our hamburgers and we ate alone in our individual seats on the flight.
Yeah, it's like 5 rows apart.
No, but like we're gonna go to Sweetwater.
Yeah,
we're gonna use money from the budget to buy food and drinks and the other things that we need while we're out there. It covers travel costs. It covers equipment that we might need while we're out there. It funds various little projects that we do, making merch and things like that from time to time. We're going to make a fun thing coming up to Christmas time this year. It's a secret project that you guys,
I was like,
you guys don't get to know about that just yet.
I was super confused. And then I remembered that I just talked to you at length about it.
So much time talking about it. She was like, what are you talking about?
I was like, what?
So keep an ear out. Come around the holiday season. We've got a project in the works. Maybe we'll remember to do it.
No, we're going to do it.
We're going to do it.
I just don't know how.
Then we're going to use Patreon money to do it.
It's going to be.
And it's going to be fun and funny and stupid at the same time. So yeah, if you want to support what we do on this channel, Patreon is the best way to go about it. If you do it at the $1 level, we get some of that money. A lot of it disappears into fees. If you do it at the $10 level, we get the vast majority of that money, and we use all of it to support making this content that you love for some reason. All right, sponsorships now?
Yeah, this first sponsor this episode is Chase Bliss. They make the Mood.
They sure do,
Mark
Steve.
II. They make other pedals. Go check them out, chaseblissaudio.com. Get on their mailing list. It's just chasebliss.com. Steve, come on.
Get over there. Get over there. Get on the internet.
Get on their mailing list. That way you can find out about new releases like this, discounts, whatever, special colorways. Get on it. Yeah. I want to know if they're going to actually produce the Mood Mark II watch. I don't know if you saw the video. They did a watch video. If they do, it's gonna,
I didn't see that.
If they do, I think it's going to be like a $1,500 watch.
Holy hell.
Which is actually like a kind of cheap watch.
I'm not in the watch space, so I don't know
I'm
what's
learning
going on
about it. That's like a middle price point for a watch.
This episode is also brought to you by... Am I screwing up your plan?
Yeah, you are.
All right.
This episode is also brought to you by Pickup Music.
That's right.
They are an online... I wish I had my notes.
They're a lesson.
They're online lessons. They're little videos. Each lesson is broken down into grades, and those grades are broken down into single day lessons that might have 3 or 4 videos attached, little exercises. I've been doing the caged pathway. Ryan started with the Neo Soul pathway.
I was feeling cocky because they're broken down into grades.
Yeah.
And they make it seem like, oh, each lesson in a grade is you're supposed to spend a day chewing on it. And I blasted through like all the lessons in grade 1 in like a couple hours. And it's like, yeah, I'm smoking this. And then I did a little peek into grade 2, and I looked at the first like part of the lesson, and I was like, okay. Yeah, this is turning into a 1 lesson a day sort of scenario pretty quick. They're dense. Yeah. There's a lot to learn. There's chord shapes that make me feel very uncomfortable, and that's a good thing. It's a good thing to learn and feel uncomfortable. So I'm excited to keep exploring it, and I think I've gotten my toes wet with the Neo Soul. I think I'm going to go check out some other stuff. I was thinking about just tackling the theory. Just a general theory thing, and really brushing up on that, because that's a direction I've been trying to think. And
is there a pathway for that?
There is.
Oh, cool.
That's just a general theory pathway. So I'm going to get into that, and maybe you'll hear an improvement in the demos around here. Maybe you won't.
They can't get worse.
They can't get worse. Fingers crossed. If they get better, I'll mention it in videos like, this riff is thanks to this lesson that I took.
So thanks to Chase Bliss, thanks to Pickup Music for sponsoring this. One thing we should also say, Pickup Music, a lot of their lessons are done by like professional guitarists that you'll know.
Notable pros.
From various things like Dr. Molly Miller, Mason Stoops, Daniel Donato, among many, many others who are there. And I don't know if you're planning on doing it. I've actually done the feedback video for both of the grades I've done. Talked a couple weeks ago about getting feedback on my first video. I haven't gotten feedback on my second one yet because I didn't ask for the sponsor special on that one.
You're going to wait a little while. You're going to get a real experience.
Next week, I should have that feedback to talk about a bit more.
Something I appreciate is in their videos, they give you 2 camera angles, like the front view, and then they give you this really nice top-down view, which is like the exact same angle that you view your own fretboard from.
Oh.
Like I was really admiring that camera shot, and I was like, can I do that here? Like,
I'm sure you can.
Put another camera above.
Yeah, there's a ton there. $15 a month, but it is free for the first 2 weeks.
Sure.
So go check it out. That's it.
Use our link down below.
Oh yeah, use the link down below.
All right, let's move on to the next ad.
Yeah, this ad is called Little Acrylic.
It's a little acrylic.
It's not a lot of acrylic. It's just a little acrylic.
I feel like this is the right amount of acrylic. Because this guitar probably is the weight of a normal electric guitar.
Full circle music, ink, plexiglass, electric guitar. Neck plays great. Guitar has been set up. Very cool piece. Does not include case. They want $500 plus shipping. I
hate the body shape. I mean, I don't hate it, but I don't love it. They've taken a Strat shaped and just carved away as much as they could to make it as small as they could.
Yeah.
But I bet this thing probably weighs 7 or 8 pounds still. I bet it's still heavy.
So this neck is some kind of licensed Fender neck, it looks like.
Yeah, probably.
I've never heard of this company, Full Circle Music.
Me either.
I don't know if they do other shapes. This is a hardtail. These pickups look like the cheapest pickups I've ever seen.
Some sort of unbranded covered pickup.
I feel, you know what? This is
oh yeah, you can see through the body because it's clear that it is licensed by Fender.
Yeah.
It's a WD neck.
Is that what?
WD,
WD Music.
WD Music, licensed by Fender.
Yeah, I couldn't make out that very first thing, but you're right, WD Music. I kind of think it's neat, and I don't know how practical it is, but that the neck is bolted directly to the guitar, and there's no neck plate. The look from the back is really cool. I wish you could see that blue plate better from the front.
Well, I kind of like that the guitar is frosted.
Right, but the reason you can't see the blue plate from the front is because the
control cavity.
The control cavity is all kind of like mangled up. It doesn't have the same like translucent texture as the rest of the body. It has the texture that you would expect from a guitar that looks like it's been routed with a screwdriver.
I don't think it was routed with a screwdriver, but it's definitely not the cleanest route I've ever seen, especially in an acrylic guitar. Because you see the route in an acrylic guitar. You can't help but see it. I don't know, $500? It's one of those ones where it's like, if you love it, you love it, and no one else is going to want it. But if you love it, then like it's going to be your special guitar. I just think it's funny that it's so little, it's so small.
This YouTube store is in Fort Lauderdale.
YouTube? You mean Reverb?
Jeez, man, Reverb. They do a bunch of other handmade, at least one other handmade. Come on.
You can find it, Steve. I believe in you.
They have a lot of interesting things in the store, but I'm looking for the handmade stuff.
Get them stuff made by hands. It looks like it's just a shop.
It is just, this is an actual shop. Okay, here we go. Like Full Circle Music harp guitar, handmade.
Oh, that's interesting.
It's a MIDI harp guitar. So it's got the harp and the guitar.
Is this made by the same builder?
This is all the same. That's being sold by the same store.
But I'm assuming that's the same builder.
Here's another harp guitar.
Because it's got a similar body style.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I wish... Can you screen grab some of that and put it in the Google Drive?
Yeah.
Try to remember to do that. So that I can put the stuff up there. Otherwise, I'll do the work when I edit this. Which I hate. Why do you make me work, Steve?
Shut up.
I don't know. 500 plus 60 shipping. It feels a bit steep to me. For a little acrylic guitar here with, a decent parts neck on there. Questionable pickups. It's a hardtail, whatever. I don't know. You guys tell me. What do you think? Would you buy this $500? I wouldn't buy it.
I wouldn't buy 500.
No, I mean it's practically 600 after you paid taxes and stuff
for
like
these
that.
harp guitars, because they're MIDI harp guitars, they're asking $3,500.
Holy smokes.
Which I can't get on with that.
No, I don't even have any MIDI stuff around here.
Yeah.
You kidding me?
You're not good enough for MIDI stuff.
I'm not good enough for MIDI. I need to pick up music lesson on that, on how to do MIDI.
Hey, I got a question for you.
I have an answer for you, Steve.
What is this extension WebP?
That's the photos as they come off of Reverb.
Whose fault is that? Is that your fault?
It is not my fault.
That's okay. It's somebody's fault, and I'm not.
It's Reverb.com's fault. They host the photos as a .webp.
I didn't realize you could just download photos from Reverb.
Oh, can you?
Well, that's what you're saying. Like, that's how those photos are coming off.
Oh, yeah. I drag and drop them off of Reverb.
Oh.
When I get the...
Okay. Yeah. That makes me do work.
That makes you do work?
Yeah, Imager can't handle that's not a valid file extension for Imager.
Well, I can start doing screen grabs then.
So screen grabs are better.
Okay.
Don't worry. Like, if you don't get it for this,
I won't
fine.
get it for this. Yeah.
I found a website that does conversion. You have to do it one file at a time.
I'm sorry, Steve.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
No, I'm sorry. No, I'll make your workload lighter. It's just it'll take me 5 seconds to do it.
Yeah, I just didn't know if it was you or if people are sending them that way.
No, it's me. It's me. I'm sorry, Steve. I didn't know that would screw up your situation.
So it's destroying my flow, bro. It's costing me like an extra 5 minutes of work.
Dude, 5 minutes is significant.
It actually kind of is.
It kind of is.
When you consider that this is
52 episodes a year,
and I usually it probably increases like the time I have to work on this by
like 210
or 15%.
What is that? 260 minutes a year, Steve?
Something like that.
I want you to have that time in your life. I don't want to rob that time from you, Steve.
All right, that's enough. I got the pictures uploading now, though.
All right, thank you.
It's moving real slow, but that's all right.
All right.
Yeah, I don't like the shape.
Yeah,
I don't like. It just feels a little. Yeah.
Do we want to do another sponsorship, or we want to go into the topic?
Let's do a what's new, man.
What's new? I don't think I have a what's. I've been boring this week. I don't have anything what's new.
That's disappointing.
I can't think of anything. Sorry. You? Do you have anything what's new?
Yeah, a few weeks ago I bought a 4-pack of Grolsch.
All right.
You buy
strap locks, huh?
Strap locks.
Yeah, and then you just threw the rest away, right?
And I didn't even drink the beer.
Yeah. No, the strap locks.
The beer's fine. It's
the beer's fine.
4.85%. Like, it's low, but they're like 15, 16 ounce bottles, so you get a little bit more. It's kind of like drinking a small 7%er, but it's fine anyway. There's a whole system I've devised.
Steve doesn't have a drinking problem. He has a system.
But the thing that I found with these is I couldn't get them to go on certain strap buttons. And then I started looking at all of my strap buttons and realized that the whole Grolsch thing just doesn't work well on the shallower strap buttons because they don't really they don't have a flared base.
Yeah. They're
just very straight up and down like a bullet. And because they're meant to snap on for a strap lock. Apparently all my guitars that have strap locks, I either need to go back to traditional strap pegs, or I need to find some more strap locks.
Call back to a sponsor that we had probably a year and a half ago or something like that.
Oh, D'Addario.
I have been using the D'Addario lock-on strap that just clicks onto any strap buttons.
The auto lock.
Essentially exclusively. Like, that has been my go-to strap.
Yeah. Now, I have
every time now.
I had that strap in my Line 6 HX Stomp bag.
Yeah.
That way, whether I was playing guitar or bass, it was always in the bag, so I could use it with anything.
It's boring black, but it's kind of padded.
Yeah,
and
it's got a real nice feel.
It just locks on, and okay, this is going to work. I'm just going to take it with me,
So I'm a little bummed about that because I have several guitars that have the strap lock buttons, but I only think I have a couple. I probably have 3 or 4 guitars with them, but I only have a couple straps that still have them. And one of them I think is in storage, so I'm gonna have to dig it out. It's kind of a bummer, but hey, Grolsch, 4 beers and 2 sets of strap locks.
There you go.
For $12, I think.
That's a great.
Kind of expensive because it's a premium brewski, but
all right. What's next?
What's next is another sponsor spot.
All right.
This episode is brought to you by Big Ear Pedals.
That's right.
The Wacka pedals are they've been shipping out.
They're out in the wild. People are whacking them.
If you got one and you want us to know about it, let us take a picture and let us know about it. And if you don't want us to know about it, then don't.
I want to see you guys taking videos of you trying to get a perfect score.
What's a perfect score?
With one foot press, turn them all on and then turn them all off.
Wow.
With one more foot press. That's how you get a perfect score with a Wacka. One foot press to turn them all on, another foot press to turn them all off.
And in the darkness, bind them.
Yes.
Head on over to bigearpedals.com, get on their mailing list so you can find out when fun releases like this are coming out, or when they have put other things in stock like the Albi, the woodcutter, the L, the loaf, what was that change purse? The Chase. Was it Chase? Was that what it was?
Oh
called?
yeah, the
little piggy bank pedal.
Yeah.
Go do it. This episode's also brought to you by
the Stevis and Burkhead.
Yeah, this show is also brought to you by Stringjoy.
That's right, Steve.
Crafted in Nashville, Tennessee, played on stages worldwide since 2014. Stringjoy strings are crafted one at a time by Nashville musicians. I'm so stupid.
Stop reading the back. That's just what it says on the back of the string, Steve. If you want a crazy custom set, you can make it with their custom set builder on their website. Go check that out. You want to have the heaviest heavy string as your highest, brightest string, and the thinnest, tiniest little doll hair string as your low string. You can do it.
Can you do that? Have you actually tried that?
You can make a reverse set. Go make yourself a reverse set. Everyone also will think it's a normal set, but you'll know that it's backwards.
You sure about that?
Go make a backwards set.
You sure about that?
I've been using normal sets on all my guitars, and I've been loving them. They're strings, guys. There's no big surprises. There's not supposed to be. They're strings.
They're good. They feel good.
They feel good. They sound good. I like them. I've been noticing that they're lasting a long time on all my guitars.
Yeah.
Some of them are coated and that I'm using, and some of them aren't. But it seems like they're all lasting. So they have some sort of magic going on there. Use our link down below, and we'll get a little cut of the action. And it also shows them that marketing works.
Yeah, and use code HUM for 10% off. All right, Ryan.
Yes, Steve.
You ready to try stuff out?
Let's try stuff out. We got a question on our topic call out that we do on the Facebook group. If you haven't joined the Facebook group, that's fine. You don't have to. It's there if you want to.
You want.
All right. Hollis Webb asks, what are some ideas to check out a bunch of different pedals and have time to figure out what you want? Well, my knee-jerk reaction is, have you heard of demo videos?
Like what? Like watching them, or like
making them? No, he should go. He should go into the business.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Do you know how much stuff I get to try because I make pedal demos? It's consumed my entire life, and it's my full-time job. But I get to try so many pedals, and it's made it so easy for me to figure out what pedals I actually want to use on my board. So try doing that. Dedicate your entire life to. Oh God, don't do it.
I mean, before you even, it's a little bit of investment up front. All you have to do is spend like somewhere like in the north 4 figures, low 5 figures on cameras and lighting and microphones.
That's 4 figures
and whatnot. I
mean, you could easily spend. You could easily spend 5 figures on cameras.
Oh, I know,
but I don't do that. If you want advice on which cameras and lights to get, I can steer you that direction.
All you probably really need is like a ring light off of Amazon, something like a.
This is bad advice. Don't start a YouTube channel. Don't
do it. What's the Shure little, or like actually those lavs that you got from DJI or whatever would probably be perfect.
DJI lavs. You can probably use your phone as your camera.
Yeah, that was the last thing I was going to say is use your phone.
I mean, the lavs though, you need to be able to record your guitar amps.
Just stick the lav in front.
I mean, if you're okay, I've been meaning to make a video showing people how to make a demo with like gear they might already have. I'll do it someday. Someday I'll do it.
Someday.
But in reality, like, because it used to be if you wanted to try pedal, you had to drive to Guitar Center or your local mom and pop that might have had a display. You might have to ask for stuff out from the counter or whatever, and you have to try it in person. And that shop is likely to only carry maybe a dozen big name brands, Boss, Electro Harmonics, Ibanez, so you have a Tube Screamer, MXR, things like that, and now there's more options for sure. You can go into a store and find your Keeleys and your Wamplers and your JHSs and your whatnots. But still, there's so many pedal manufacturers out there now. I don't think there's really a good way to try them all in person. Like, you really are at the mercy of sound clips online to get an idea of what you'd be getting into if you stray off the main thoroughfare too much. If you get into the weeds a little bit too far, it becomes impossible to know what something will be like without just, watching videos or reading people's reviews and groups and forums and stuff like that.
Yeah. One company that might be of interest here is Pedal Genie.
Oh yeah, Pedal Genie.
Pedal Genie does kind of these pedal rental
I just want to
program.
Make it very clear they have never sponsored us, and this is not a sponsorship.
I've never done. I know a couple people who use Pedal Genie. The pros are that they have a very large selection. I think you get to try them pretty much as long as you want. I don't know what there's. It's not like you get it and you have to return it in a couple days. Like you can spend some time with it. The downside is the most popular pedals. Like I wouldn't be surprised, like, if you wanted to demo or not, if you wanted to try out, borrow, whatever, something like the Strymon Cloudburst, you might be waiting for months.
Yeah, when stuff is hot and new, you probably have to wait quite a while. There was a video game service that was like that I used to use. I can't remember what it was called, but it was like Netflix for video games sort of thing. And I would get,
what was that called?
Discs would get sent to me. It was for my Xbox 360. And
was it like GameFly?
Something like that. I think that might have been it. And, you use it for a couple of weeks, you beat the game, and then you send it back and you get another one, you know? So it's like, I don't know, that could be a fun thing to do. If I had more time, I'd subscribe to that just to make demos.
You should. Well, some of the people I know who are like early in the pedal game. Yeah. So they're just kind of starting to get
that's a smart
conversations
move.
with different companies and stuff. That's how they're doing. That's how they're getting some of their pedals. Yeah. But again, this is also under the umbrella of if you're starting a pedal company, but yeah. Not a pedal channel. Pedal channel.
Right.
My brain is just
the
today.
other option, Steve, is just to buy stuff.
Yeah.
Try it, and then if you don't like it, just throw it away. Just throw it in the trash.
Put it in the trash.
Pedals are. Did you know that pedals are disposable? They're biodegradable. It only takes like a million years, but they'll biodegrade.
If you have some kind of like working budget, you could just, keep cruising your local Reverb, not your local Reverb, but you can cruise.
Get on your local Reverb chapter.
Facebook Marketplace, whatever. Look for deals. They are more rare. It's harder to find a deal now. Right. But I think it's pretty easy. Like if
everyone's so damn savvy about
if you
prices
buy a
now.
pedal on Marketplace, you can probably sell it on Marketplace later or put it on Reverb or something. And if it's going to cost you something, it's only going to cost you like maybe you lose $20-30. Right. It's not like it's not massive loss.
Here's my question, Steve. I don't know what Pedal Genie costs per month. Right. But assuming if you buy stuff used, say on Reverb or Craigslist or whatever, and then if you figure out you don't want it, you flip it back on there, and assuming you can get a price similar to what you paid, because if you paid for it, someone else will pay for it at that price. This my general sort of thought. You're losing the fees.
Right.
And you're losing your time. If you're doing local pickup, you're losing your time. Is that cheaper than doing a service like Pedal Genie? Is probably less convenient because you're having to do the listing and the reselling and stuff like that. But it potentially buying and selling used is probably the most cost-effective way to go about it. Right. Maybe not the most time-effective way, but if you say like you're on a Tube Screamer journey and you want to try 10 different Tube Screamers, but you're going to only want to keep one, you kind of just have to buy stuff and then resell it, and that's why there's such a huge resale market on this stuff. Yeah, is you have to put your skin in the game and then get your skin back and then put it back in and then get it back and then put it back in and get it back. And that is the game. And that's why reverb is such a successful business, is because people are buying and selling the same stuff over and over and over again, and they're collecting that fee over and over and over again. Like, that is the business model. It's not one-time sales. It's individuals like constantly exploring.
And this is all kind of hinging on, you know, you don't have a local meetup where people are doing gears or like doing like jams or whatever, where maybe someone has a pedal board you can at least try out for the evening.
Even in a decent sized city like San Diego, if you're getting on Craigslist and stuff, you're not going to find everything. This like Craigslist offer up marketplace and stuff. The selection is limited.
For sure.
You know, and that's why your eBays and your reverbs and whatnots are good assets and good tools, because they tend to have everything. Yeah. Like if it exists, you can probably find it on one of those sites. But if you want a deal, then like the local marketplace is the way to go. I don't know. Good luck. I hope you find the pedal of your dreams. I hope you find that magic little dirt pedal, and it's just going to live with you. Like, it's going to go on every musical journey that you have for the rest of your life because you found the right one. No, you're going to keep experimenting. You're going to buy and sell and buy and sell and trade and buy and trade and sell and trade and buy again.
Or maybe you're not.
Maybe you're not. Maybe I'm always in awe of the people that, like, I've known them for 10 years and they still have the same pedal board.
I kind of think that if I wasn't doing this, I could be one of those people.
I don't think I could.
Like,
even before doing this, I was swapping stuff out regularly. I only kept like a dozen pedals. I would still probably be doing that, but I was regularly like buying and selling.
I just got so busy that if I wasn't like, once like the online market kind of equalized with the local market, I kind of stopped looking.
In the early days of this show, it was really easy to like get something on Craigslist and make money flipping it onto Reverb, and that feels like it's kind of gone away.
It was also really easy to buy a KTR and then not wait the requisite 5 years needed in order to make a lot of money. And
you should have kept that.
End up losing money on a KTR.
Steve's the only person to lose money on a Klon. I saw one listed the other day. I was like, Steve should have kept his KTR.
I think they're like $400 or $500.
I saw one for 600.
600, good grief.
Yeah, sorry.
Whatever.
You could have bought a couple more pedals.
Yep. Whatever.
All right, let's do the last ad and call it an episode. We're doing all alternative material guitars this episode.
I did not preview this one.
Yeah, you did. I remember you looking at it.
Oh, I did. Yeah, this thing.
This one's made out of carbon fiber. So we've had magnesium, acrylic, and now carbon fiber. Not a bit of wood in the whole episode.
Except for the next. The HyperNOVA, $39.99. As in $3,999. The Ghost Lab Acoustics HyperNOVA is the next evolutionary step in electric guitars. Your choice of either chrome, black, or gold hardware packages, tailpiece, bridge, pickups, control knobs, tuning, below, whatever. Features biomechanically neutral body design created specifically for extended playing sessions.
Biomechanically neutral body design?
Yeah, because the body is so small, and basically the lower horn is put in a position to like counter the lack of weight. Also, this guy's wearing a weird strap. He's wearing like two straps.
Oh yeah.
And it's a 3-inch leather strap. I own a 3-inch leather strap for my acoustic guitars because that's what I need. That's what's best for that. There's nothing wrong with it. Anyway,
I have
relocated tone knob. Okay,
looking at this guy, looking at the picture of the guy.
There's no way that tone knob is a more natural access.
I don't want anyone to think that I am making fun of this guy because I'm not. He looks like a totally normal dude. I want to say though, I have a personal theory, conviction, idea, thought, whatever you want to call it, that no one looks good in a polo shirt. Like polo shirts are on a front to just looking good. Like they just always look bad on everyone. And maybe it's because I spent years and years and years working a grocery job where I had to wear polo shirts and I've been permanently bittered against them. But this is another example. I don't think this guy looks good in a polo shirt, especially tucked in. Like, I think he would look much better in other shirts.
Relocated toe knobs for more natural access while playing. I mean, I don't, if I'm playing and I gotta reach forward, I feel like that's not a natural.
Yeah, I feel pretty natural using my right hand to adjust controls.
Abrasion resistant neoprene rubber leg rest, creating locked in anti-slip instrument. That's a cool feature, I guess. Carbon fiber structural members. Is that like an internal penis? Corrosion resistant stainless steel and aluminum used throughout. It's just a structural member.
Right, a structural member.
And it's a carbon fiber member. I have not seen that Austin Powers film.
Carbon fiber member.
Godo stop tailpiece Wilkinson roller bridge EMX 81X and 60AX.
Hold on. Why does this need a roller bridge?
Just for bands, I guess.
There's barely any string behind the bridge.
I don't know.
It does not need a roller bridge.
Stainless steel frets, Graphtec Tusk XLs. Like, it's got a lot of premium parts. This is a premium.
Sure.
A guitar with a lot of premium parts.
Oh, look what it's doing. The thing I said a couple weeks ago about a carbon fiber guitar could float the neck off the body, and that's what it's doing. Look at this shot. It's floating. The neck is not connected to where the pickup is. It is connected to the upper horn. It's floating off of 2 screws.
But in this picture, it looks like it's... Oh, maybe it is.
No, look at that gap. Right there, in between the pickup and the neck. It is floating.
All right, you predicted the future.
I predicted the future.
Or maybe you saw this guitar and
I did not see this guitar. I can't speak for the price. He wants $3,000 for it.
$4,000.
He wants $4,000 for it.
This is $4,000 of technology.
There's a lot of tech going on here. There's a lot of stuff that I've never seen before. It's interesting. The neck is really interesting to me. First of all, at the heel, it gets just flat. Look at how flat it is at the back of the neck.
Yeah.
It's a square. It's also flat at the nut, but it's more rounded. But you can see that the neck is really just a shell. It's a bent sheet going over an internal support.
Oh, interesting.
So the neck is completely hollow, like a half pipe.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's very interesting.
Yeah.
Like they are really, really showcasing the technology here. They are showcasing the material of carbon fiber with this very specific, unique design. They're not trying to make it look like any other guitar. They're really swinging for the fences as far as doing something very, very different. Mm-hmm. I have no idea how it plays or it sounds. Like, I have a carbon fiber acoustic here that I'm waiting to get the go-ahead to do a demo on because they sold out of them thanks to Phil McKnight before I could even do my own demo.
So not only is...
But I was going to say that it sounds... acoustically, a carbon fiber guitar, to my ear, sounds just fine. So this thing probably sounds and feels like just totally fine. But it is an odd shape. The controls are in an interesting location.
Did you see this?
Is that the output jack?
Yeah, you kind of have to use like some kind of wireless pack with this guitar.
Wait, is that how he has it plugged in the photo?
It's not plugged in the photo. Or what? If it is, like I said, if it is, he's using some kind of small, like a Boss, WL50 or whatever.
Right. That's wild. The output jack is coming out of the front of the lower horn. I can't imagine playing with that plugged in that way. That would be a trip.
Yeah.
So yeah, you have to be putting something
it also
wireless right in there.
Having the jack, so you're playing here and this jack or the cable's just going out like this. It kind of like...
That's a tripping hazard.
It really... Cables are a tripping hazard no matter what.
But at least when they're coming out the back, it's like following you.
Dude, the amount of times I've like started to walk backwards and almost died.
Don't walk backwards
while holding a guitar. Well, you're on the show. You're trying to give people a performance they'll remember.
I have a personal rule. I never walk backwards. Forwards only.
So I feel like that kind of kills like any, like I can bring myself to a point where I would say that I like the aesthetics of this guitar.
I don't hate it.
I'm like, it's not the aesthetic for me. I am a traditionalist. I mean, I play Telecasters and whatever, and Stratocasters and
that
kind of stuff.
I'm a surf boy, but whatever.
Yeah, this kind of like lives in that like Strandberg space of like, well, I respect it and I understand the form, what the form has to do with the function and whatnot. I appreciate that this is a very unique design. That jack just like, I don't understand why.
It's got to be for he designed it around a wireless unit that he has.
And I feel like the reason the jack is there for ease of build is that you have the control panel right there. So that simplifies all of that a lot by having the output jack right next to where your knobs are, just like basically every guitar ever.
I think that with the amount of redesigning going on here, this should have custom knobs. Some sort of like really high-tech looking low profile knob.
Oh yeah.
I don't think that I don't think that it should use off the shelf hardware like that. Like the
how about concentrics?
A concentric would be interesting. But I don't know. I feel like something smaller and flatter would be the way to go because they're a bit of an eyesore.
Yeah.
And they kind of betray the high-tech, hyper-futuristic kind of elements that are going on here. I also feel like that stop tail bar, the strings could be mounted into that back strap thing. Like if there was a piece of carbon fiber that the strings could mount into directly, I think that would have been attractive. Or like a piece of titanium or something back there that went where that strap is.
Oh my God, I just realized what's going on with this strap. It's not two straps. That's the strap.
Whoa. Oh. That is a wild way to strap a guitar.
So this is a Schaller. It's funny because we were talking about Schaller strap locks earlier.
It's only got one. He's using one strap button and hanging the whole guitar off of one strap button, and the strap is wrapped over his shoulder and then around his back.
So if you wanted to put this strap on, you have to like suit into it because it's got to go over you like this, and then you just snap that part.
This guy loves reinventing the wheel.
But again, like a big part of this design is that it's this, ultra ergonomic form.
What did he say in the copy? Is that like he had this
biomechanically neutral body design.
Biomechanically neutral body design. That's probably what he means. It's that it like just has this neutral weight as it's hanging or something like that. Biomechanically neutral body design.
I mean, it's almost like if you took the
I'm going to start telling people that's like my body style, is that I have a biomechanically neutral body design.
Definitely do not. You have a biomechanically offensive body design.
It's not neutral. I was going for neutral this whole time.
I'm so funny.
Steve told a little joke.
Okay.
All right. So this is the part where we decide which one is the winner.
Are we at the end?
I think so. I think.
Oh man.
My final thoughts on that are, there's a lot going into that. It's a very specific build. I couldn't tell someone what to charge or not charge for that. He could say 10 grand, and I'd be like, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Carbon fiber it's such a unique material. Obviously, like I know Rain Song. Lava.
Right. I'm not personally tempted to spend $3 grand, $4 grand on that.
What's the company that you owe?
Enya?
Like there's these companies that are making guitars out of carbon fiber that are charging less. But I think that there's a lot of engineering that went into this that maybe, and if you're just making these on your own because you got a carbon fiber and you're cutting it up or whatever.
Sometimes the price is just the price.
Yeah.
Like it's such a niche thing.
The price on this makes sense to me. That's all I'm trying to get out is I know there's cheaper carbon fiber out there, but that doesn't mean that this price isn't right.
If I was going to spend $4 grand on a guitar, though, I'd probably get a Cower. I say that a lot these days.
That like every episode.
I know. Someday I'm actually going to do it. Someday I'm actually going to get a Cower.
What's your adventurer club?
Oh, it's tough.
Yeah, I think this is a tough week.
I'm in between the Magnesium and the HyperNOVA.
Me too. Do we just want to coin flip this?
If I had to go off of which one I would actually want to personally try, I would drive across town to try the Magnesium one.
I think I drive.
How far would you drive?
If I saw both of these in a store,
and you could only play one,
and I could only play one, I'd play the HyperNOVA.
Really? Are we flipping?
So I think we're flipping.
Where's the sacred pick?
Spin Doctor picks right there.
We go.
And it's like, it's the novelty of it. I will say, like, I feel like I might be a little like embarrassed.
It's a pick flick
To say, oh, hey, can I try that one out? Like, it's kind of awkward.
If the Magnesium one was a telly shape, then you would go for that.
I wouldn't even try it out then. I'd just buy it.
You just pull out the card and...
What was it, like $1,400? Hell yeah, I'd just buy it. Shoot.
$250 shipping though.
Well, that's because
you're right
Switzerland.
there. Yeah, you're right there. You're in Switzerland.
Yeah.
You've got your American money. All right, so Spin Doctors is Magnesium, and the Chris side is the HyperNOVA.
Right. Yeah.
Chris side was HyperNOVA?
Yeah.
Chris wins.
Chris.
HyperNOVA gets it. Congratulations, John Fleming. You won a $25 gift card to the retailer of your choice, as long as it is convenient to order and send you a code.
And it's been
online.
I will say, like, we've been getting some unique asks. The only thing I would request is, like, because I've been the one fielding this, is if you could check that that they actually do an online gift card. Right. Though so far everyone has, and the only one that's been tricky is we had one winner who was in Canada, and Long and McQuaid does not make it easy to purchase things when you're in the U. I think because there's probably some kind of agreements they have, like non-competes with like American retailers.
Sure.
Just like how it does, isn't it Sweetwater doesn't ship outside of the United States?
Yeah, yeah. And like Toman can't ship like Fender.
Yeah.
To
so
the United
I have a
States
suspicion
like
Long and McQuaid might have something similar, because I had to get additional information from the winner in order to put in their mailing address as my own, which is maybe mail fraud. I'm not sure.
Please don't ask us to commit mail fraud for you.
I don't think it was. All right. This song was sent by Sean McCartney. He says, "Hey, Steve and Ryan, I've been a subscriber for a few years now. Finally got up the nerve to send in a new song. This is actually a track that I recorded for Henning's Podgo wireless giveaway about a year ago.
Oh, fun.
It wasn't particularly good because most of the recordings were done quickly and with minimal gear, but Henning took a shine to it for whatever reason. I ended up being awarded one of the units, probably by mistake.
No, it wasn't by mistake.
I made a promise that I would refine the track once I was able.
Watch, we're going to listen to it. Like, maybe it was a mistake.
And I'm happy to say that finally I've re-recorded the lead guitar part with the Podgo. I also took advantage of the advice that Henning gave me in his review of the track for the vocals, and I'm pretty happy with the result now. The song was written for a dear friend that had passed away, and I just wanted to share it with you guys. I love being part of the 60 Cycle community, and I love hearing everybody's songs at the end of the podcast. It's something I look forward to every single week. Keep up the great and weird work. Happy to say I'm a proud member of Mr. Hum's Crap Gear for Losers support group."
That's how you write an email. Gee.
This song is called Sights and Sounds.
See
I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt that it wasn't a mistake. Henning absolutely picked that song as a winner because that is the exact type of song that Henning likes to write. Like that's
right. No, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, knowing Henning personally, I bet he stood up and jumped around the room when he first heard that. Like he was probably stoked. So yeah, good work. That's pure Henning right there. All right.
Stay grounded.
Bye everyone.